Welcome back to Real Talk with Brian and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Brian.
All right, so that was kind of fun, talking a little bit of shop. I appreciate your insights on that, Brian.
Yeah, Dan.
So we're going to now kind of move into what the heck just happened, the March Madness that hit the market. I don't know, do you ever do one of those pools, the little March Madness pools?
Nope, have not done that.
Yeah, well, if you ever want to consistently throw away money, just reach out to me because I'm
always you're good at that, huh?
Yeah, I was in first place. I was in first place in my March Madness all the way up until like the Sweet 16, and then it was just absolute carnage. But we have somebody from the Virginia area here in studio. Was that a big deal? Were you guys excited?
Very excited. I won my bracket.
You won the
nice.
bracket? All right. So, yeah, I was just thinking about that. All right, so we're going to talk about March Madness as it applied to the real estate market. Every month, the middle of the month, we're going to kind of break what we saw happen in the previous month. You can go to our website and read the blog. You can listen to the radio show. We're going to kind of break down what we see is, well, first we'll provide the numbers and then give some insight.
Yeah, market recap.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So let's see. So here's what happened in March is both pending sales and new listing activity all around Western Washington surged. It surged as many buyers, sellers, and brokers emerged from that February snowmageddon that we had. Essentially, that February kept a lot of inventory off the market, and it kept a lot of buyers from doing work.
Got to tell you, I love snow days.
Snow days?
I can't show homes, but neither can my competitors.
Yeah, right.
So it's a free day.
Yay! Yeah. We actually just go around helping people out of the snow. That's with my little 4x4.
Yep. So March 2019 showed an increase of total active listings, up 106% in King County and up 115% on the east side. So that's the inventory that could have been left over from February.
Yeah, and essentially with the inventory jumping like that, typically we're seeing more like a 35% increase. But in 1 month, that is clearly left over. That you're just not going to list your house when you got big snowbank out front. Right?
Yeah, I noticed on my listings just not getting the showing activity.
Right,
and but also when you can't get there, that's a clue.
Right.
Yep.
So now pending sales increased 5.5% in King County and 6.16% on the east side. Closed sales showed 7.62% decline in King County and a 7.52% on the east side. Clearly, closed sales being because a closed sale that is happening or showing up in the statistic line in March was in pending in February. Yeah, that's why we're seeing that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, would you say that we will most likely see pendings up and specifically closed sales up in April?
Yeah, I would say so because essentially what you're going to see now is all that pent-up stuff. People got out there and got busy and got after it in March.
So what do you think this means for the upcoming spring season?
Well, I think generally speaking, I've been doing this report for at least 6 to 8 years every month. So like in 2012, we're watching inventory because what I'm trying to do is get a feel from history what the future is going to look like.
Right.
And I think this year is going to look a lot like last year, but maybe a little delayed because of the weather event that we had.
Right.
What I would say is typically June last year, actually sales really slowed.
Right. That's pretty normal.
So if you're planning on listing in June, be prepared. You're probably going to be on the market a little longer than if you listed in May.
Right.
So
something I've experienced too is April is where I see more buyers coming on the market than any other month of the year. So as a seller, that's a great time to know that you're going to get more eyeballs on your listing, more showings. And as a buyer, we do see more listings coming on, so more inventory. So it's a terrific time. Yeah,
and I would say that you just like stock market, don't try and time the market.
Right.
You should always kind of look at things from a standpoint of when is it the right time for me, for my family, for my job, for my work, or for the opportunity, or for my finances.
Right.
I think it's really short-sighted to say specifically, well, I'm just going to hold off until a specific time to sell my house, or I'm going to list my house at this specific time because somehow I think that it's going to net me more. Because honestly, it's a supply and demand issue too.
Right.
So if the buyers are out on vacation on June, right, when school ends, school, I guess, is going to get pushed to the end of June. So maybe there will be some stuff. But I know the first part of June, you got graduation, you have high school graduation, college graduation, and of course, don't forget out there, Father's Day.
There you go. So, a little serendipitous moment for buyers with that February snowstorm was right about the time that ended up, interest rates dropped, biggest drop in 14 years.
Yeah.
So for people that got a little pause button hit then, that worked out nicely.
Yeah, the idea with that is paying attention to if nobody else is doing something, it might be a good opportunity. Not always. It's not always smart to just jump off a bridge, but if nobody's doing
zig when they zag.
Zig when they zag. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. So as a segue, we are going to bring in on the hotline one of our lender partners. So right as soon as we come back from this next break, we're going to welcome in Michael Burdick with Loan Depot, and he's going to kind of go over the numbers and where they're headed and where we can expect to see those go for the spring.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back.